Hi, so this is another vulnerability episode. First, I want to tell you about a super vulnerable thing that Chris and I both did today. We did a live therapy session, couples therapy session with Dr. Susan Campbell. She's the co-author of a book called 5-Minute Relationship Repair, and I've done a few interviews with those authors, John Gray and Susan Campbell, and they're on this YouTube channel if you want to check them out. I'm going to post a card, it'll be like a little bubble on this video, to that interview today, and probably one of the, I'm noticing I have like gunk on my eyes. Vulnerable. Anyway, so I'll post links to that so you can watch. It's pretty enlightening, I think. If you have value relationships, you'll find it really interesting, I think. And there's some hugely vulnerable parts. So, and Chris was, for a guy, for a comedian, for him to be open to doing that is just so amazing. I'm so lucky. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about comedy and how vulnerable, it's so vulnerable. I didn't realize. So Chris is a professional stand-up comedian. He's quite talented. And I had written, I wanted to do a 3-minute spot at this local place called Kino Cafe, where they give brand new comedians an opportunity to get on stage. And I don't want to be a professional comedian, but I want to get up and have the experience, because I feel like I've been saying that I wanted to try it for probably about 6 months. And now that have this daily, I consider it a daily practice of vulnerability, of tapping into and sharing vulnerable aspects of myself rather than shielding myself, protecting myself, being passive or aggressive or passive aggressive, and just sharing who I am, and having that willingness to not be liked or accepted, which is always a possibility when you put yourself out there, right? So with 3 minutes of comedy, I've had these ideas, like I'll have an idea of a topic that might be funny, and I'll make note of it, but I hadn't done any actual joke writing. So I wrote this sort of a bit, and it was more of a rant than anything, but I wanted Chris's feedback, because I want his help, because he knows what he's doing and he's very good. So I noticed as soon as I pulled it out on my phone that I felt really uncomfortable and worried, because I want him to think well of me. I want him to accept me and to be proud of me. And so, and I knew that, this is my first time. I've never done anything like this before. So it's really scary, and especially for someone who is good and has done, he's been touring around the country and done TV and all of that. So I knew that his feedback would be real. So anyway, I even at one point walked out of the room and almost started crying, which if you've seen my videos before, you know how easy it is for me to cry anyway. But I think that sharing that with him, God, it was so vulnerable. Like musicians who write a new song that's not perfected and share it with someone, writers, artists who, when people are getting started out and they're not that good yet, God, it's like bearing a piece. It's like your heart is outside of your body and you're like, here, look at my heart and tell me what you think of it. It's so scary. And now I know I have some idea of what it's like for him to get up on stage when he's working on new material. Because, I mean, the stuff that he does that is polished and good to go is great. But it took time to work that out. And he had to get up in front of an audience and risk them not laughing and it not being funny. And a lot of the new stuff that he does, it's sort of like me, people will maybe laugh a little bit, but it's not that funny to them. And God, it's so raw and exposing just to put, I mean, it's weird because it's not the same as sharing an opinion. I don't know how to describe it other than like writing a song or sharing a poem or something that you've written. It's very vulnerable. So anyway, I've been rambling on long enough. I'm going to do that, the 3-minute spot, in the next few weeks. It's probably not going to be good, but I'm going to do it anyway because this is a year of facing fears. I'm growing exponentially. Really, I highly recommend this vulnerability practice. It's things are picking up quickly. I'm learning so much just in a few days. Our relationship has strengthened from this, and I've made some realizations and been more vulnerable with him than, and more honest and more authentic than ever before. And things just keep getting better and better. So yeah, it's exciting. It's scary. It's painful at times. But I'm so thankful that I have this opportunity, this outlet, and really looking forward to what comes of it. So thanks for watching and have a great day.